Hello everyone. So we are going to start a new course known as Python class. Okay. In this course, we will be covering end-to-end Python 3, and slowly we will deep dive into the connectivity with the Spring Boot and advanced like that. This course is generally designed for everyone who is starting with the Python. Okay. So we want to name this course as Python class. Okay, and as everyone is uh, nowadays we are into an era of AI, ML, and machine learning and all those things. So lot of things Python is able to do, and it is a very basic programming language. Okay, as compared to the other programming languages like Java, .NET, and so these are considered as a bit tough. You know, how you consider like when a kid is born. Okay, so you give him something very little, very small, very easy to learn. Okay, you can't ask him to learn like, okay, can you please tell me a rhyme, or can you please tell me something, uh, the table of 19. Generally people ask table of 19, okay, which we are not able to tell, right? So those table of 19 and all those concepts are Java and other languages. When you ask a kid, okay, can you tell us a table of 1? So 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 2, 2. The kind of thing these kids, what they do is they can easily tell. Okay. So Python is a language where we are expected to have no basic understanding. No basic understanding. Okay. So quickly on my side. So you are watching this on uh, NTC. Okay. So forgive me, I'm just starting online. I have an experience of close to 13 years now into industry. Okay, 12 to 13 year into industry, and into teaching I have close to experience of 4 years. I have been taking lectures on different platform, but I have decided to start my own platform. Okay, so this is nothing but when you go to YouTube, you find my channel Nishant Tiwari classes. Nishant Tiwari classes, and you can find like this. I will definitely, I am going to post the, you know, URL for those. Okay, Nishant Tiwari classes. So what is our agenda? Okay, you can watch on YouTube. Where you can watch? You can watch on YouTube. Okay, man, this thing. Okay, no problem. All right. Now we are going to start with a very basic of Python. Okay. So how do you start with something? First, you need to have some very basic idea. Okay. What is Python? Why only Python? Okay. Why only Python? Why only Python? Why not other languages? Then what is Python? Okay. Now these questions will definitely come to your mind. Okay. Okay. What are the IDEs? What are the IDEs we are I, mm, going to use for our class? Okay. This. Okay. How do we install Python? What is the version? Very important. How do we how do we install? Okay, I think my laptop has changed, so my fingers are not set on this. Okay, how do we install Python? Okay, then what are the IDs? How do we install Python? Things like that. Okay, versions of Python. Very important. Very important. Which version we are going to study here? Okay, these all things. Okay, now I'll tell you something. Here we are going to, this class is, what is the objective? Earlier, you remember when you go to your science class, you need to have aim. You need to write in your project. You used to have a very good project copy. And when you do not show that project copy, then the teacher used to give you trashings. Okay, they will give you left and right. Okay, now the problem is here also, in the technical word, we should be having an aim. A person without aim is nothing. Okay, so we are going to have aim. Okay, what is the aim? Now the aim of our class is to get everyone means starting from zero to hero, zero to hero kind of thing. Okay. Hmm. Z capital. Okay. Zero to hero, starting to get everyone. Okay. Started with Python. Okay. Very easy. Very easy. Sometimes when you go walking, okay, you find someone who don't know anything. Okay, you don't know anything, he just knows English. So what you can say, can you please come with me? Please come with me. Let's learn Python. Let's learn Python. It's so very easy. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. All right. What I will do is I will quickly go and show you the versions of Python. Okay. Python. Okay. You go to your python.org.download. Okay. What version do you see? Python 3.14.6. Okay. We are going to go with Python 3. Okay. Now we will be covering these all things in a bit later class, but we are going to start with something as the version of Python. We are going to start something as what? The version of Python. Yes, slowly we are going to give you the, you know, Telegram channel as well. You can go ahead, join on NTC. You can go ahead and join on Nishant classes. Okay, Nishant Tiwari classes, and you can find the, notes also. Slowly slowly we are going to publish. Array, we have not even started anything, so don't have to worry much on the notes part. Don't have to worry much on the what's notes part. Okay, slowly let's start. Okay, now the version of Python. Okay, generally Python has been, the major version of Pythons are 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this Python version was released in some year 1994. This version Python was released in some year 1994, and I believe the date may vary. The date may vary, but don't worry. Okay, some 2000. Okay, and from 2000 onwards we have got Python 3. Okay, remember this Python thing. Okay, they are not backward compatible. They are not backward compatible. They are not backward compatible. What it does, sorry, what does backward compatibility means is whatever, if someone knows Java, okay, if someone knows Java, you remember JDK 1.8 will support JDK 1.6 features also. Okay, JDK 1.8 will support JDK 1.8 features. Sorry, JDK 1.8 will support JDK 1.6 features as well, and something like that. Something like that. Now, you see, this version, these versions are not backward compatibility. Whatever you see in Python 3, you don't be able to find, it won't be supporting Python 2. Okay, means, sir, can you give an example? Sure, why not? I can give, definitely I can give an example. Okay. I think, all right. So, can you give an example? Okay. So, Python 2, if I can say, Python version 2 supports long data type. Data type long. Mhm. Mm. Type long. Okay. Is supported, but in Python 3 you won't be able to get any long data type. Any long data type. Okay. Okay, sir. Then what about this Python 3? Why is this not supporting these all things? Na? So why it is not supporting is Python is every time evolving. Python is every time evolving and trying to make you, you know, your you means the life of the programmer much more easier. Okay, so sir, in JDK, Java is not making life easier. No, man, Java is not making life easier. It's making you very tough. Okay, now you have to learn all those concepts of Java 8 or Java 21, something like that, right? So if okay. Someone is saying JDK 21 will support 8 and 8 will support 1.8, something like that. Okay. Nowadays, a lot of migration with JDK 21. Okay. So life, it is getting much more tough. Okay. You got lot of new concepts and things like that. Okay. In Python also, we get lot of new concepts. Okay, slowly it is slowly, but Python is much more easier language than what? Much more easier language than Java. Sorry. So if you see other languages, okay, so if you see other languages, they are releasing very fast release. Very versions are released very fast, very fast. Okay, and do you observe, what is this version came into 2008 and now we have which year? 2026. 2026. So they take a minimum of huge gap. That is the reason, we are here to understand that is the reason these versions compatibilities are not there. Okay, So when we are so currently we are only going to study Python 3, okay, because Python 2 is already out of market in something in 2020 2020 2020. We will study about the features of all those things slowly, but let's, when we are starting with something, let's start with something very basic. How do we do Python? How do we do Python? Okay, how do we do Python? Let's do. Okay, so for that, if you see, we are going to install Python. Okay, 3.1. You go, click on this button. You will be able to download a python.exe file. Okay, once you get the exe file, now easily you can go execute, run, and you will find. Okay, now the next thing, I'll request everyone to go with VS Code. Okay, now what you can do, go ahead, download free version of VS Code. Okay, I want to I don't want you to go and run in Notepad plus plus, or you go save your copy with .py file and run. I don't want that. Okay, because we are going to study industry level. Okay, this is for all those students who are starting very fresher. Okay, and they are preparing for a job. Okay, they are preparing for the job in MNCs. Okay, so slowly you should be adequate, you should be hands on, you should do your hands on what, Visual Studio Code, or Eclipse or IntelliJ kind of thing. Mostly in IT industry, we use Visual Studio Code. What we do is we use Visual Studio Code. Okay, now what I will do is we'll start with Visual Studio Code. Once you download this, right, you will be getting some option. Okay, you will be getting some option. Just you go ahead, click on download. Okay, now when you click on download, you will get something. Okay, you can just go extract. Okay, VS Studio Code, your version. Okay, download it. Once you have downloaded, okay, once you have downloaded, let me let me remove this thing. Let me remove this Python project and all those things. Okay, let me start with a new window so that people should get a bit comfortable. Okay, now sorry. Once you start with this, right? We are starting Python. Sir, in our system, we are not able to get this Python icon. We are not able to get something. Okay, now you see what basically you need to do is you need to add extensions. What you need to do? You need to add extension. Now, the very basic of the very basic of extension that you are going to have is for Python. For Python. Okay, Python. Now, simply you go type Python and you will find something as Python. You will be getting a install. I am not getting because I have already installed. So you will get something, this icon install. Now you go ahead, click on the icon of install, and you will get to install it. Okay, let me try something. Let me try something. Okay, now do you see this? Okay, very good, very good. I have uninstalled for you. Okay, now you see this. Okay, you go to Python library. Sorry. Go ahead, click on install. Okay, now once it is installed, you just go and search with runner. runner. Okay. Once you search with runner, you will get something like this: code runner, code runner. So code runner, why we are going to get code runner? What is the need to get code runner? So code runner is used to get, you know, once you run the code, you want to debug, you want to see some features, okay, of your Python, how you run your Python code, how you are going to, import something. So this is going to give you some suggestions, okay, this is going to make you a bit, you know relaxed. It is going to make your life a bit easier with respect to, you know when you are coding, okay. Now, one more thing I would like to know. I like to add here. Okay. Before we are going to go with Python. So now we have already done with Python. Now we have already installed the extension of Python. We have installed the extension of code runner. I think you are happy. I think we are happy now. Now there is something wherein, okay, okay, all right. Now I will go and I will open a folder. Maybe, okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Okay, let's do something. And okay, so this is done. Okay, now that's fine. I have already I have already opened a path. You can select any path. Okay, you can select any path. You can have your folders up and running here. Okay, better better to, once you create, I have created some folder as Python. Okay, you can create your own folder. Okay, from here you can go open a new file or open a folder and you can create your own folder with in the folder, let me delete this, let me delete this. Okay, now I have deleted. You have your folder. Okay, you have your folder. Now you have to add a class, simple class. Say hello.py. Once you add hello.py, you are going to get all those things. Okay, generate code, this, that, what. Don't worry about all those things. Slowly we are going to study. Slowly we are going to study. And even don't worry about all, because this is where I have tested something. So I have done that. As I said, Python is a very basic programming language. So, sir, how basic it is? Can you give me a demo? Yes, sir. Why not? I can give you a demo. I say x equals to Nishant Tiwari classes. All right. I save it. Once I save it, and then I go ahead and run. Okay. Once I save it, and once I go and run. Simply, I go and print what is the value of x. Okay. What does it say? What does it say? It says like Nissan Tiwari classes. That's very simple. Now, again, if I go, sir, can you please go and write like this? Why not, sir? Why not? Okay. Now, just x. Okay, so you see, when I'm doing, I'm getting all these suggestions, right? When I'm getting all these suggestions, from how do you getting all this suggestion? From the import that I have done. So the extension that I have added for Python and runner, Python and runner. Now you see this. Okay, but if you remember, are we writing any code as, you know, public static void main, and then we are going to pass a value, and then we are going to assign a certain value, something like that? No, right? Simply simply what we are going to say, if x equals to 10, okay, else 20. Okay, if x greater than 10, x equals to 5, okay, else 20 something, okay, like this thing. So this is how we are studying, this is how we are studying. If else condition, these things we are going to slowly capture. Okay, simple, very basic. How do we read x equals to, we have not defined anything, we have not defined any class. Do we define any class here? No. Do we define something, a method, a variable, how it is starting, from how it is, through what it is flowing? We didn't do anything. We simply created. We simply created. Someone can say, "Sir, I want to go with Boolean." So I want to go with Boolean. Okay, sir. Happily, you can go with Boolean. No problem. You can. Okay, you can try with Boolean also. No problem at all. You see, same X, do we define anything? It is string type, or it is integer or character. Nothing you have to worry in this. Very simple. That is the reason I said we are going to have Python as a cakewalk. Now, why Python? Why Python? Python is nowadays in trend. Why it is in trend? Due to machine learning, okay, due to AI, okay, everyone is, you know, running beside AI. This much of job has been created in AI. Microsoft has done this, Microsoft has done that, chat gpt, clad, this, that, Google Gemini. What they are using, what generally they are using at the back end is your Python, your Python. Most of the codes are written on where? On Python. So I'll keep the session uh, till this today, a very starting session. We will be starting every day at 8 o'clock. Okay, you will get the recording set. Slowly, we are trying to come on live also. So we will give you the live sessions also. But now we are just starting with the, you know, recordings, and we'll publish the recordings, and you'll get the recorded videos on YouTube. So this will be a continuous channel, this will be a continuous channel. This is for freshers experience, for everyone, for everyone. Okay, for everyone, this is for freshers. And you know, when you go, you have to appear on the panel, and there is lot of questions on the panel on, you know, Python. You will be easily able to answer. Okay, and let's see, we will try to cover, you know, within a month or so, so that you will be comfortable. At least you will be comfortable, you will be starting with your hands on. Okay, so I will advise you should have your VS Code and Python ready. Okay, so one thing I didn't tell you, one thing I didn't tell you now. How do you know which version of Python you are into? Simply, once you have installed Python properly, you go type Python minus version. Okay. Now when you go type Python minus version, what version it is showing to me? 3.14.6. So you don't have to worry on the version part now. You don't have to worry like it should be 3 dot some 6 or 3.5 or something 3.14. It should be, the version should be 3. Python version should be 3, through which we are going to take into. Okay. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone from, thank you. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Slowly, we are going to start with this class where you are going to enjoy all the lectures. Okay. You don't need any basic understanding of coding also. Just you need to know English. That's it. If you know English, if I say, what is your name? My name is Nishant. Okay, that much. I need that much. I don't need anything else. Okay, if I say today we are going to have class, yes or no, so you should say true or false. That's it. Okay, what is the time today? It is it 8 o'clock or it is 12 o'clock? Okay, so simply you can see here it's 8 o'clock, right? So you can say, sir, it is 8 o'clock. So if I say, okay, if we have a class, we are going to have class at 8 o'clock. Okay, now when are we going to have class? 8 o'clock. When are we going to end? I don't know. Slowly we are going to increase the time. First we will be having 30 minutes. Next we are going to have on the engagement, how much we get the engagement. But don't worry, we are not going to worry on the engagement whether we are going to get views or not. This channel is, I have not created for views. Okay, this is for, if I get one student, if I get one successful student, okay, serious student, sorry, serious student, I my aim, our aim is to learn, grow, and success. Means if you go to my logo, if you go to my logo, you'll find our aim is learn, grow, and success. Okay. Nishant Tiwari. Nishant Tiwari classes. Okay. Very, very simple. What are this? Learn, grow, and success. If I get one serious candidate, we are going to, our aim is to give you, we'll start with the questions, we'll give you the, how to crack your interview slowly like that. Okay. Now, once you start with this, okay, be very patient. We are going to go very slowly. Each and every concept is very important. You know nothing, I don't worry. But if you are not serious, that will be a problem. Okay, we are here to teach you, so you don't have to worry. Okay, get get it very clear. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good day.